let's make stir-fried vegetables hibachi style. Here's what you're gonna need. This recipe is so much fun and it tastes so good. You're gonna need a nice sweet Vidalia onion, some butter, you can use some oil if you wanted to, some yellow squash, beautiful yellow squash, and zucchini. You're also gonna need some fresh mushrooms, any kind of mushrooms you want, just don't use the kind in the jar. You're gonna need some spices to make it come together and taste good. We got salt, pepper, garlic and onion powder. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make stir-fried vegetables that taste good. Y'all are having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this recipe. How many of you love a good stir-fried vegetable? It doesn't have to have a sauce to it, but if it's stir-fried perfect, you're gonna love it, okay? And so I decided to do this the hibachi style because I love hibachi's stir-fried vegetables. So I'm gonna show you how I like to do it, and it's packed with so much flavor. Let's go ahead and get started with chopping up our veggies. All right, so now here's what we're gonna do. I wanna talk about the mushrooms real quick. Did you know you're not supposed to submerge your mushrooms in water? The best way to clean them off is using a damp paper towel and then just wiping them off that way, or you can use a brand new toothbrush and kind of scrub them until you get any, mud that may be on there, sand or whatever. So here's what I'm gonna do. You have the option to take off the stem. I just kind of like to do it just like this to where they're bite-sized pieces. This is perfect, and I leave the stems on. All right, there we go. Lovely. Everybody likes mushrooms. I know that. There's so many people that thinks mushrooms look weird. I love mushrooms. Whether you eat them raw like this in a salad, or you're frying them or sauteing them, I just love mushrooms. Any kind of mushroom, I love it. Go ahead and put our mushrooms right here onto a platter, and then we'll begin to cut up our zucchini. And I'm going to show you how I like to cut my zucchini and squash to where when you cook it, it's not going to turn into mush, because if you decide to slice it too small or dice it too small, it just shrivels up and turns into mush. Here's what I'd like to do. Make sure, number one, you wash off your veggies. You gotta wash off those pesticides. And again, you never know who's handled your veggies before it got to your house. So now I definitely feel like the person that did the shopping for me at Instacart, I feel like they played a trick on me, because I have never seen squash and zucchini so tiny. Like when I go shopping, I get the big ones. So I'm a little disappointed, but I'm super thankful that they did the shopping for me, All right, so we're gonna go ahead and slice it down the half, just like that. And then we're gonna cut it into medallions that would look somewhat like this. You can keep them like this, or you can chop them down a bit more. I'm gonna do like this to where they're bite-sized pieces and they are not going to turn into mush. And I'm gonna do that exact same thing here with our yellow squash, all right? Gorgeous, just like so. Zucchini nice and sliced. Let's go ahead and do the same with our yellow squash. Growing up, we had a garden. We had a garden in the backyard, and so all of these beautiful fresh vegetables were free. And I'm telling you, when I was younger, the vegetables, they just taste so much better than they do today. It's just a fact. I absolutely loved the vegetables that came out of our fresh garden when we was little. It was so much fun to see my dad grow this beautiful garden where he had strawberry vines going up the fence. He had corn on the cob. Potatoes were in the ground. It was so lovely to see. I'd love to hear from you all and in the comment section. Did you guys grow up with a garden, or have you ever seen a garden being grown? Let's slice our squash. All right. Here we go, lovely. Once again, making sure that we don't make it too thin. Let's go ahead and cut into this nice, beautiful, sweet Vidalia onion. 90% of the time when you see Gina cooking, I'm always using a sweet onion because it tastes best. Whether you're eating it raw or you're sauteing it or, putting it into a recipe, the sweet onion is so lovely. So now here's what I'm gonna do with the onions. I'm gonna kind of quarter them in such a way, okay? So let's do like this. Well, I guess you would say dice it. Just like that. That's perfect enough. We don't want them to be tiny pieces. I want to talk about these vegetables and where a lot of people go wrong when making them. If you season up your vegetables right now with these beautiful spices, some of the spices will burn and your vegetables will have a burnt texture to them. So I'm going to wait towards the end of the cooking process when I know that these are almost done, and then I'm going to season them. But not only that, salt, if you didn't know, salt draws water out of things. So if you put the salt onto your vegetables while they're cooking now, it's going to draw so much water out of your vegetables and they will be mushy. So once again, we'll wait until the end of the cooking process when they got that nice char to them. We're going to throw all the seasonings on them. Meantime, I got my favorite cooking oil. It's just a vegetable oil. In the bottom of the pan, not a whole lot, because we're not deep frying these, but just enough to coat the bottom of the pan to get a nice char onto them. And we're using butter too. The butter's going to be for the flavor, but it's also going to help to create a nice charred look to our veggies, and we're always looking for that. I'm going to put our vegetables into the pan on a medium-high heat. Oh yeah, that sizzle, if you don't hear that sizzle, wait a couple minutes to put more in. So you see I'm grabbing a little bit of everything, getting it right in. Don't put too much in or they'll stay. 2 pans of vegetables. I don't want to overcrowd the pan because once again, if you overcrowd it, they'll just steam and they won't be cooked to perfection like we want them to be. I'll show you that char that I'm talking about. That is what you want to have onto all your veggies. Whether it's the onion, it doesn't matter. Get that char on there and it tastes better, okay? So keep on and keep on. Don't put your butter in just yet. Don't season it just yet. Got a lot going on and it's looking good. Go ahead, let's get our butter in. Gonna really round it off, make it taste good, just like this. Oh my goodness. Season. We're going in with that salt. I'm just using a little bit. I'm going to be real heavy with the garlic powder on purpose. Onion powder, a little bit of black pepper, and these veggies just about ready to serve up. Look at this, y'all. Are you kidding me? And it was just that simple. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina's doing in this kitchen every single day. And Father, once again, we thank you for providing a meal, your hedge of protection and your love. Let's taste. I couldn't be more excited. All right, I'm going right in for that yellow squash. Oh my goodness. Oh, mushroom and the zucchini. Y'all make this some. So good.